magnitude because Japan doesn't have a need to build an offensive military. Their current military is powerful enough, and they also have the U.S. as an ally. The U.S. cannot back out on this one because the U.S. created Article 9. This means that there is already a deterrence in place for any attacking country. If the pro team gets their way, that would just create a lot of negative impacts. Firstly, tensions would rise, and countries look like Japan is preparing for an offensive war. There is no need to pursue more offensive capabilities, as Japan already can self-defend. Other countries will be forced to attack Japan first because they see the expanding military power of Japan as a threat to their security, sparking the world war that the other team says are going to stop. It would also spark the possibility of an arms race. Weaker countries will continue to feel more isolated and prompt them to have an arms race too. We win on probability because this sort of scenario has happened before. When Ukraine moved towards NATO and the EU, Russia was mad that Ukraine was expressing interest in the West and retaliated. And in the invasion, history proves that we cannot underestimate these small forces. And if the small force of Ukraine can manage to hold Russia, Japan with their fifth best military globally will be able to hold up the adversary's goal. If Japan were to expand their army, countries like Russia and China will tend to regain their power in the region. This will also happen if Japan increased its offensive military capabilities, as Russia would see this as a threat to their power in Asia. War would be highly likely if Japan becomes a bigger military threat to the countries around the world. The conflict also draws harm to Japan's contention, and that Japan is going to have to cut welfare spending in order to create an offensive military. That has a very high chance of starting a war. In Cross, they mentioned that Japan spends 40% on welfare, which is why we need to spend more on it in solving better issues than causing a war. The other team's argument about Japan's covert weapons and miscommunications is simply not true, as everyone knows about their strong military. It is not likely that they are hiding the fact that they are the fifth best military globally. Japan has had Article 9 for 75 years, and no war has been brought. The claim about status quo sparking war is not valid as history proves.